Hey, what's up, everybody? Thought I'd just go ahead and jump on here in a live Q&A and also show you what I've been up to. So, forgive me, the light isn't perfect here, so it looks a little different. But, so if you guys have any questions, what's up? Leave a comment in the chat room. You guys can jump on there, leave any questions you have in. And before I start, I thought I was going to read some of my comments that I've been getting lately on some of my videos. But first, I got to get a quick plug. My Vue.js in action book, you can look below. There's links in the description. You can learn all about Vue.js. It's just about out. I have every chapter done. I've gone through my final revisions. The hardback versions are in the process of being created right now. So if you guys are interested, click in the description below or just tell a friend if anybody's interested in Vue.js. It's just, I keep on hearing more and more about Vue.js every time. A lot of other YouTubers too. I keep hearing them now saying, hey, you know, React, Angular, but no, kind of Vue too. You know, people are asking more and more about it, and I think the momentum is growing. So it's a really cool, really easy to start framework to get up and running. And if you want to check it out, I give you the first chapter free if you sign up for my mailing list below, or you can just go to the Manning website and click chapter 1. You can get it there too, and the source code. So I go over all the basics of Vue.js, and yeah, check it out there. Also, I have a course that I am working with. I opened it up about a month ago, and it's my first course I've ever created. It's called Create Awesome Vue.js Apps with Nuxt.js. You can, sorry there. Yep, you can see it there. This course is, we go, well, first, the first part of half of the course is we learn everything about Vue.js. And then second half is we create an application using Nuxt.js, which is a way to create Vue.js apps using server-side rendering, which is really neat. Right now, the cart, it's actually closed right now. I'm almost done with the whole course, but I think I might open it up for early registration again soon. If you guys are interested, you can, once again, a link below in the description, click on that and sign up for my mailing list. I'll let you guys know when I open it up again. I might even open up for a discount, but you can see here, we create a Vue.js application from scratch, work with a backend, database APIs, describe the benefits of server-side rendering. You know all about the fundamentals of Vue.js and Nuxt.js. So if you're anywhere interested, let me know. You can't pre-order it, but I might reopen it soon. So I just want to get that out of the way. So I'm going to check the chat room here. Thanks, Kroniz. Thank you, man. Okay. I'm taking Cold Steel's web development bootcamp in preparation to go to a bootcamp in my home city. How comparable is a bootcamp graduate would I be if I complete Cold Steel's course? So you are taking it right now. You know, definitely anytime you start a bootcamp, I would highly recommend, and a lot of them do this, is they want you to have some sort of knowledge in web development before you start. And they usually even give you like assignments or things that you should start learning right away. So I would highly recommend. Cold Steel's course is awesome. It's like literally like 30, 40 hours of content. Once again, you can click on the link in the description below. You can click on my link. I get a few bucks if you buy it through my affiliate link. But it's an amazing course, and I think it'll definitely help you. Hey, Dan, shout out from Pudamel, England. I don't think I pronounced that right, but hey, welcome, Dan. So if you guys have any questions, throw it up in the chat room. Let me know. Oh, yeah, tell me, guys, where are you guys from in the chat room? Just put where you're from and let me know. From Pakistan, that's awesome. In Leeds. So I'm going to go to my comments. So here's my comments. First, I'm bad. I haven't gone through all my comments. You can see I got a bunch of them here. Memphis, Tennessee, awesome. So the first comment is just a link to a Udemy course that this guy is trying to put on the comments, so he can get other people to click on it. So I'm going to delete that one. That's not a very good comment. All right, so I'm going to take a look here. Okay, first comment I'll read. The last and most foolproof option is to be extraordinary developer, a junior that has the mad skills of a senior dev, but has only been at it 1 year. No joke. I had a hiring manager ask me to find such candidates. Can you find me a servant, a junior dev that can crush a senior dev interview? So this was on a video I did, Our Junior Developer's Dead. So in this video, I kind of talk about how a lot of companies are looking for web developers or candidates, but the job development, they're really looking for people who have a lot more experience, and that they're kind of the low end of the market is getting flooded with people who are self-taught or coming from boot camps, and it's hard to distinguish what's good and bad. So I kind of made this video on that. I guess obviously one of the solutions to that, to make yourself stand out, is be an extraordinary developer. And yeah, it's it's funny. No joke. I had a hiring manager ask me to find such candidates. Can you find me a savant, a junior dev that can crush it? So a lot of companies don't want to pay the senior dev prices, but they want them to have the skills as a senior dev. So, I mean, that's true. It's hard to find. Thanks for sharing those useful. I'll go ahead and like that. Let's see. I'm going to check the chat room. Eric, have you used the Quasar framework for Vue? Might be good content for you if you cover in some tutorials from the UK. Hey, Leon. So thank you for the question. I have not used it. So I've been using Vuetify for my projects. Mostly, I know there's some really amazing other kind of CSS type frameworks for Vue that has everything built in. I know Vue Materials pretty good too, but I'm using Vuetify. I'll check out Quasar though. I've heard a lot of good things on it. I like digital marketing, so I swallow. What do I do? Not sure what that question is with Stanio. Let me try to answer. Try to submit another question. I'll see what it is. Joel, hi. Would you rather be a rally driver or sniff rat outfits from home? I'm gonna go with rally driver. I have seen Ready Player One, Dan. It was amazing. I don't know if amazing is the right word. I would say it's a pretty fun movie. I guess I like the racing at the beginning. Kind of bringing like that fantasy of like being able to be anyone you want and jumping into a video game is pretty fun premise. And I believe Steven Spielberg was a part of it. So, you can't go wrong with Spielberg. Let's see. My friend Dids went to boot camp. Did you meet him, or is it digital boot camp? Okay. That's not a question I can answer. Let me go back to here. So here's some more comments. What if you're a self-taught programmer with a degree? College didn't teach shit. Okay, so this is another one. This is a popular video I did where I talked about, do CS grads hate self-taught developers? Or do self-taught developers hate CS grads? So this term irks a lot of people, self-taught. I've actually had quite a few comments on it because there's a lot of people, and I made a follow-up video to this too, which I kind of try to explain this. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a lot of people out there that have a traditional education, that have a 4-year degree or a 2-year degree, and they consider themselves self-taught because although the degree gave them the certificate at the end, they really took upon themselves to learn the concepts. So I would say you can be self-taught and sort of have a degree. But when I was making this video, I was kind of taking it back from the part of your self-taught means you didn't get a degree and that you just learned everything yourself versus someone who got a degree. Now, I know there's differences. You can have a degree and technically be self-taught because you kind of learned everything yourself, but that's kind of the distinction I was making, and you can split hairs and say it's completely different, but I don't know what program, Shin, that you've gone through, but Usually degrees, especially if you're a computer engineering or computer science in college, they do teach you quite a bit. You're not going to learn web development. You're not going to learn like basic JavaScript development, but you are going to learn, algorithms. You're going to learn data structures. You're going to learn the basics of if-then. They're going to have some language, Python in some colleges. Some are C or C++. Some do Java. You're going to learn the basics of development and programming for sure, and how to apply that, and a lot of math too. So if you didn't learn anything, then maybe you're in the wrong program. I'm going to put a heart here. Vegetable. That is an excellent comment. It's like the best comment I've gotten today from Nikita. Thank you, Vegetable. I'm going to delete that. Let's see here. What's my salary? I don't know if I'm going to answer that, but I do pretty well for myself, I think. Let's see here. Let me see here. Hey, what's up, Professor Magus? Okay. Let's keep going. Hi, Eric. Why did you jump the Vue.js testing scaffolding at the beginning, and does your manual installation of the testing tools give the same output as the scaffolding from one from Vue CLI? So this video I did, and I admit it, so I did a video on Vue.js testing, and this is, I used the excellent Ed Yerberg's Vue test utils, which is an excellent library to do testing in Vue.js. And there's usually two ways to do testing in Vue.js. You can use the Mocha Webpack way of doing it, or use Jest. And in this video, I think I used the Mocha Webpack way. And this is still Vue 2.9, Vue CLI 2.9, which didn't include that in there. Now, Vue 3.0 is different. They have a different testing library for it. So why did you jump to Vue testing scaffolding at the beginning? Well, because there wasn't any, or the test scaffolding in the old Vue 2.9 is not really the way you want to do testing in Vue. You definitely want to use the Vue.js test utils now. And I think that might be in Vue CLI 3. I got to double check, but that's why I did that. For those, these are very specific to some of these videos. Another follow-up question is, what do I need to do once I complete the advanced web developer programs you recommend? I think those are great starts to learning web development in general. Once you get those two down, then you said you were going to go to boot camp. I think that would be a great choice if you wanted to start creating projects, create a portfolio, create a website. In my last video, I talked a lot about how having a little bit of purpose while you're learning web development is a great way to go, instead of just creating a calculator website and things that don't mean anything to you, like an e-commerce site. Maybe you should try to look at some open source projects that you can contribute to. There's some nonprofits that are looking for web developers to help them. There's also creating your own website for your own portfolio, and then trying to add some cool stuff to there. So that's where I would head to start looking that direction. Maybe even if you got to maybe pick one of the three different JavaScript frameworks if you're focusing on the front end, either Vue, Angular, or React. If you want the framework that has the most popularity, you would go with React, but I think Vue is also a great choice. Please, so I'm going to heart this. Please make a video on where to host website free and paid. So yeah, I put 3 coding. This is the video I was talking about, the 3 coding projects. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. So there is, and guys, if you're watching this video, if you can help me, click that like button and thumbs it up, share it so other people can see it. That helps me if you're watching it right now. I did do a video, I don't know, maybe a year ago on different hosting solutions. I actually had one that I liked. As for free, there's a lot of choices. I think you can definitely do GitHub pages. That's where a lot of developers do, especially for the first website. You can put it up there for free. You can also geez, you can go to like DreamHost, GoDaddy, and get a really cheap web development hosting plan for almost free. I think Heroku has like a free plan. I mean, there's so many out there. There's so many places you can host your website free and paid. If you're really into it, you can get a virtual private server. You can even look at AWS, Amazon Web Services. You can look at Microsoft's Azure if you're really into that kind of stuff. Maybe you're more into the infrastructure. That might be interesting to get into. Or you can just keep it simple and buy a paid hosting plan somewhere. Let's see here. You said you learned a lot of math. What kind of math did you take from Henry Reynoso? So my program at the University of Nevada, Reno, go Wolfpack, we had a number of different math we had to take. So from Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3, so a lot of calculus. I took some game theory, probability and statistics. I think I even got a math minor. I took a bunch of those. I'm not a huge math person, so it was hard for me. It took quite a bit of time. I might have even done some tutoring at the time to get good at it. But does that help me in my day-to-day job? No. But although I did have to use something the other day. I was trying to find the slope of a curve for some reason, but it doesn't help me too much. I guess you could say it helped me, my analytical thinking, maybe. 1-0. My question: I'm running a private server for a game, but some people are botting it and cheating. Should I just shut the game down and restart the project after I've started and finished university? Well, you can do whatever you want, really. I mean, if you have a private server, you can obviously check out the security on the server, and you could start IP banning certain people. Maybe there's some software updates for whatever server. I don't know. Were you using Counter-Strike? Or maybe there's some updates to help with getting rid of botting. I mean, that seems like there could be something you could do there. I don't know. I need to get back in the groove of coding. My life wound up spiraling down. I haven't touched a line of code in ages. I should probably refresh my mind on HTML and CSS. Professor Magus, yes. Keep learning. Always be learning. Hello from Chicago. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to do a couple more of these. Great video. Thanks for sharing the resources. Subbed. Great. Thank you. So awesome. I possibly can build anything multiple views, sharing the same state with expecting it to use actions. So Vuex, this is a pretty popular video of mine. A lot of people don't realize you can use this Vuex inside your Vue.js application. So that's a way to kind of share state between all your different components. And it's kind of the way you want to do it. And so the other way, you can do like an event bus, or you can like pass props between the different components, but it gets pretty icky after a while. There's actually another way to do it, which I want to show a video on that later. Let's see here. So this is my quick start with Cypress. Quick start. Is that what you mean 2 minutes and 17 seconds in? Viewers can, of course, go to the Cypress webpage and see how the commands they need to see when it's already on screen. But it's odd that you spend more time in Vue install commands. Great video, though. That's a bit just out of place. Yeah, Quincy, thank you for the comment. I don't remember exactly on this one. I may have spent some time just explaining the Vue CLI before I jumped in. I definitely recommend Cypress. I did an interview with Gleb on I have a podcast, Views on Vue. If you guys are interested, you can Google Views on Vue. And I interviewed one of the senior developers for Cypress, and I'm using it in my work. It's pretty awesome. I'm really happy with it. The only downside is it only works with Chrome right now. I mean, they're going to try to get it working with other browsers later, but it's a pretty good end-to-end testing tool. And maybe I should have been a little faster. Who knows? Cool. What's the top Mongo free GUI? I have no idea. No idea. Greetings from Venezuela. Hey, by the way, I was just speaking of the world, I was just in Romania, in Bucharest, and in Constanta and Campona, doing a build for Habitat for Humanity. as volunteer vacation, and that is a really great way too of vacationing. I just thought of it since everybody has been talking about different things, different places that they live. So if you guys are ever interested in volunteering, Habitat for Humanity Global Village is great. Just Google that. I got another question. Hello from Albuquerque. So awesome, Robert. Python is a great way to go. I like Python. I think a lot of universities teach Python. It used to be always C, C++, and a lot of them have gone to Python. I think Stanford and Harvard teach Python out of the box. I have another question, 1-0. I have met a few programmers on the internet. My issue is related to trust. Do you have any advice on how to work with people you've recently met on projects? So that's interesting. If you're talking about like trust of people like working on an open source project, then that's one thing. Anytime you're asking people like me donating time somewhere, you're gonna get some people that are really into it, and then some people that aren't into it, and some people who we'll never hear from. Maybe hear from once. So, in the modern day way of version control and the way people put up pull requests and everything is checked and double checked before that's merged, I guess in that way you can always trust and verify that the people you're working with are putting up good code, and you're doing code reviews, and you're doing all the right things. On the other hand, just I guess trusting people in general on the internet, I always have the idea of trust but verify. So I there's some people like Dylan that I truly trust, very, very much so, because I've talked to him and I know him for a couple of years now. But then there's other people that I would verify first. Like anything online, you need to do your research. Venezuela, it's from Latin American, dude. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, because it has nothing to do with Romania. I don't know. They teach Java at Northeastern Illinois. Yeah, that's cool. Java is great. Yeah, some universities are doing Java, some are doing C, C++, some are doing Python. So it just depends out there. Okay, I'll do one more, and I guess I'll end it here. I don't have a Discord server. I should make one. So here's another one on, is the junior developers dead? It's not difficult. You just create your own project and gain experience. The only problem is the money. The current job market is really focused only on short-term success, but the real world doesn't work like this. To get high productivity, you need to specialize for many years. That is what companies and even politics do not want to hear. No, we need to change the money system. That's the only way. So I don't know, anyone that kind of distills down the problem of getting a job in web development to just creating your own projects and getting experience, the only problem is the money. I think everything's a little bit more difficult than that. This whole job market that we're in, with so many people wanting to become developers, and so many great people wanting to be developers, and so many self-taught and people without educations and with educations, it's just kind of a big mess. And there's, I think, for every really great company that's trying to hire really the best developers and pay wages that are suitable, there's a lot of companies that are willing to take advantage of new programmers, or they're literally looking for senior developers, but only willing to pay junior developer pricing. I think there's a lot more discussion in how this market works and what it's all about. Okay, last question. What's the best learning path to master Vue with Mongo? So if you like MongoDB, a couple of videos ago, I believe one of the scaffoldings or one of the templates that we had was like Vue.js with Express in the back end with Mongo. I would say these are two completely different technologies. One's a database and one's like a front-end framework, so you want to approach it differently. You want to Vue.js, obviously. I have quite a few courses. They have a great, Vue.js has some great official guides. MongoDB, I'm sure you can Google around. There's tons of information on Mongo and how to get up and running. I would use Express is really popular. You probably heard of the Mean Stack or the Mern Stack. Or the Maven Stack. That's MongoDB, Express, Vue, and Node. So that's maybe one way to do it. If you want Ruby on Rails, you can use that Mongo in the background, or Phoenix. I'm actually a big fan of Phoenix too. All right, so that's all I got today. I just wanted to kind of chat with you guys, get some questions in, read some comments. If you have anything else for me, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to answer more questions. Maybe I'll try to do this more often. It's good to talk to you guys. Oh, Sales.js. Yeah, I did a few. Someone mentioned Sales. Yeah, Sales is awesome. I used to do some videos on that. I haven't touched it in a while. But thanks for watching. Please click that like, subscribe button if you haven't already. Just click that subscribe, and that helps me out. Take care, everybody.